Chains of Servitude. Episode 4. Unsteady Boundaries. Fuyuzaki Academy. Hallway Encounter. The morning sun filtered through the academy's tall glass windows, casting golden streaks across the polished floors. Souta walked through the corridor, barely keeping up with the flow of students moving between classes. Every step here felt foreign, every interaction a test. She was about to turn a corner when she caught sight of Takumi up ahead, standing near a group of students, 2 girls and a boy. Takumi's hands were in his pockets, his posture relaxed, but there was something genuine and patient in the way he spoke to them. One of the girls looked on the verge of tears. The boy had his fists clenched, and the other girl seemed hesitant, as if unsure of what to say. Whatever had happened, Takumi was handling it effortlessly. Souta slowed her pace, pretending to check her phone but secretly watching. Takumi gave a reassuring nod to the boy, clapped him on the shoulder, and murmured something that made the tension in his stance ease. Then, turning to the girls, he smiled, a real, sincere smile. And the girl who had been holding back tears managed a small nod before walking away with her friend. Just like that, the situation diffused. Souta frowned. He was different. She had expected arrogance, entitlement. He was Reiji's brother, after all. But this was something else. Takumi continued walking, his usual smirk returning as he passed by Souta.
Spying on me, are you?
Souta rolled her eyes.
Hardly. Just saw you playing hero back there.
Takumi let out a soft chuckle.
If making sure people don't feel like crap makes me a hero, sure.
Souta didn't know what to say to that. He really wasn't like Reiji at all. Fuyuzaki Academy classroom and clubs discussion. Later in class, Souta found herself seated beside Takumi once again. As they waited for the teacher, Takumi stretched in his seat and glanced at her.
So, what clubs are you thinking of joining?
Souta hesitated. She had been expecting this question but hadn't thought of a real answer. What skills did she even have?
I can cook.
Takumi raised a brow.
I mean, the culinary club's a thing, but you don't seem like the type to join that.
Souta sighed.
I also used to do archery when I was younger.
Takumi's expression shifted.
Archery, huh? That's cool. Anything else?
Souta exhaled. This was the moment.
I might try out for basketball.
Takumi blinked, then grinned.
For real? Didn't take you for the athletic type.
She shrugged.
Guess you'll find out.
Afternoon. Rui's unexpected assistance. After class, Souta wandered through the academy's massive campus, trying to memorize the layout. The sheer size of the school was overwhelming. Then she made a mistake. She accidentally turned into the wrong hallway, a restricted area. A teacher immediately noticed. "Excuse me, what are you doing here?" The man's voice was stern. Souta felt her heart race. She couldn't afford unnecessary trouble. Before she could stammer out an excuse, a voice cut through the air. "Sensei, he's with me." Souta turned her head. Rui Kamizawa. Tall, composed, with a sharp gaze, Rui didn't even look at her as he approached, speaking smoothly to the teacher. "I was showing him around earlier and forgot to mention this area was off limits. My mistake." The teacher narrowed his eyes but eventually sighed. "Be more careful next time." As soon as the teacher walked off, Rui turned to Souta, arms crossed. "You should watch where you're going." Souta exhaled.
I didn't ask for help, you know.
Rui smirked slightly. "Yeah, well, you would have gotten in trouble if I didn't step in." Souta frowned, feeling slightly thrown off by his attitude. Rui glanced at her once more before walking past her. He didn't say anything else, but there was something lingering in his expression. Souta knew that look. Curiosity, maybe even interest. She quickly shook off the thought. No distractions. She couldn't afford them. Night dorm room tension. That evening, Souta finally returned to her dorm. Takumi was already inside, casually tossing a basketball in the air while lying on his bed. He glanced up when she entered.
Survived your special little great small human day, huh?
Souta huffed.
Barely.
She moved to her side of the room, carefully making sure her uniform wasn't too loose around her chest. Every movement had to be deliberate. If she let her guard down, he might figure out she wasn't a guy. Takumi suddenly got up and walked over, stopping just slightly too close. Souta tensed. His presence was overwhelming at this proximity. He tilted his head slightly, studying her in that effortless way he did. Then, as if sensing her unease, he smirked.
Relax, I'm not gonna bite.
Souta felt heat rush to her face. She quickly took a step back and pointed at the taped line on the floor.
Stay on your side.
Takumi laughed.
Damn, you're serious about that, huh?
Souta crossed her arms.
Obviously.
Takumi just grinned and retreated to his bed. She needed to be more careful. Invitation to dinner. Just as she was about to relax, there was a knock at the door. Takumi opened it, revealing Renji, Shun, Haruto, and Rui. Shun was the first to speak, grinning. We're heading into town for dinner. You coming? Souta blinked.
Wait, why?
Haruto rolled his eyes. Because we're hungry, and because you're our new classmate. Consider it an initiation. Renji smirked. Besides, it's a bit suspicious if you keep avoiding us. Souta hesitated. This could be dangerous. Spending more time with them meant more chances for them to notice something was off about her. But rejecting them outright would also look suspicious. Yo, we're starving. Shun grinned. You coming or what?
Souta hesitated for a moment. She didn't have much of a choice. If she kept avoiding them, they'd think she was weird or suspicious. Takumi nudged her shoulder.
Come on. What's the worst that could happen?
Souta forced a smirk.
Fine, but you're paying.
Shun burst out laughing. I like this guy already.
Shun let out a dramatic cheer. That's the spirit. Okay! As they headed out to Takumi's dorm room to let Souta and Takumi finish getting ready, Souta kept reminding herself of one thing.
She had to be careful. Because if she let her guard down even once, her secret could destroy everything. If you want to see more from this series, just comment for more. And the next part will be shown, and it's going to continue to be updated forever, every time someone asks for an update. This is a new type of storytelling rooted in the sufficient personal lived experiences of the core of humanity and the worthy, tangible truths of the core of the particular civilization. If the story has resonated with you and any parts resonate with you, please share your tangible insights in the comment section for more fellow bright minds and fellow credible grown adults to find. The faster that more people can catch the signals and become more competent, internally, externally, individually, collectively, and at the civilizational scale and locally, across major cities and continentally, the much better worthy tangible results that can be made to make an actual better new civilizational model and worthy help the core and the particular civilization. This has been Coraline from Continental Light Novels. Until next time, please take care of yourselves.
When dawn arrives, the night secrets rest until next time.